Oh, no doubt. It really puts you in an awkward position. Rops, though, the Estonian is hiding behind the smoke. That's a good idea. Now he's going to know there's many players coming up, but the flash could not have been worse timing for Rops. He had it in the palm of his hand, but he was taken away as he gets blinded, and all the kills come down as the Mad Lions pounce on top of MOUZ. And it was only ever going to go one way. Have I spoke too soon? The man that wasn't playing last time around, BMAS, is still alive, still somehow surviving through all of those Glock bullets. MOUZ can't feasibly get those deagles into play. BMAS trying to use the narrowest of angles, but his days will be numbered as Waro2k is up close. JL, meanwhile, goes hunting with the MAC-10, sprays and prays. BMAS at least gets one. AK trades hands. With the player coming up from short, he has dealt with JL. And now goes back in for more. BMAS is keeping this dream alive and somehow survives to tell the tale. The USP doesn't quite get it done, but the AK now back in his hands. And with 3 HP to play with, BMAS still in with a chance, but he tries to go for the defusal, and TMB is there to...
On BMAS, but Waro playing the patience game, taking his sweet time, and trying to lull BMAS into a false sense of security. Never mind, BMAS finds his head.
That's what they were missing. Last time these two teams collided and clashed, they were missing BMAS and that snappy aim. TMB dropped massive rating against MOUZ, and now he will be called upon. It's him and Borup to stand against the world, and Frozen is closing the gap, funneling the 2 remaining Ts up towards the A side, where now A-Core is laid in wait with the AWP. Smokes and flashes afford them a bit of safe passage, but Frozen now takes the opportunity, pushing up catwalk behind them, and gets the reward with 1. It should be 2. He's done a lot of damage to the Dane of TMB, who's yet to really get off the mark in this game. For some reason, it just makes me think of Mickey Mouse. I don't know if that's what they were going for. Meanwhile, though, 20 seconds to play with an A-Core flicked up. TMB sent packing. Yes, it's a real rough buy here, but MOUZ are putting the bodies down on catwalk. That's the bomb spilled. Southall, realistically, probably just holds onto his AK. He's only got 5 seconds anyway, so MOUZ, after a bit of a rocky start, are certainly bouncing back with authority.
The trio of Frozen, especially Frozen and Robs, have been fantastic. Robs obviously one of the best players we have in Counter-Strike right now, and then you have someone like BMAS who can always step up as well. The only missing link here for me is A-Core, but when he has a good game, MOUZ is suddenly a team who every team in the world have to be worried about. That being said, though, considering the investment they have in this round, just with the saved AK-47, the fact they find Frozen is massive. I'm not a big fan of Frozen going for info play over there. Robs finds TMB jumping across. The problem here for the T's, they don't have a single smoke to cross it over, so they have to go and dry, and A-Core finds an easy double, and the ops do all the talking.
Ops actually, like, fully focused on AWPing. He could actually AWP a lot of teams at the top level.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he could be a primary AWPer and a legit one at that.
I think he's a better AWPer than A-Core at times. I'm sorry, A-Core.
I think that's fair.
It's fair. Like, we've seen him just pop off at times, right? And here we go. The Robs, there we go. Easy pickings. And this is a full buy fit, and they are getting absolutely battered at mid. I don't even know what they're doing over there at mid. They're just feeding Robs.
Probably a real joy to have on your team if you're in IGL. I'm sure Dexter likes playing with him. Meanwhile, though, Borup is playing for his life, and it's BMAS that stands tall.
I don't know how Dexter just dodged so many potential ways could have died there. As A-Core will be caught out, though, and that is going to be Matt Lyons now barreling straight into the A-bomb site.
And they flow, but Frozen is going to thaw this one out. Unless they're very careful, Mad Lions are looking to get pummeled through the smoke, and Frozen's gone in again. Sosol down to 32 HP, tries desperately to get the bomb down. Frozen maybe a bit too greedy, pushing through the smoke. But Waro2k, a hell of a headshot. Haircut across the BMAS. The bomb is planted for Waro2k on the cross. And with a smoke in play, maybe they can toss that down, or perhaps it won't be required because Rops is...
We have a player towards mid. It's looking around. It's going to be TMB, and it's going to be A-Core missing a bit of a sitter there. You need to be careful. The flash is going to be popping. They're going to be pushing him, and a Molotov is going to make life a little bit miserable, but that's a great shot under JL. Dexter finds a second kill. Another nice flick from A-Core. He whiffs the first, but he more than enough makes up for the rest. And TMB blinded. They know where he is, and he is going to be found out by Froze quickly. And right now, you look at the pistol round, you look at even the second round, right? They had a game plan in mind. They executed it to perfection, and it worked wonderfully. I mean, I'm not too sure what they're doing. They're just giving him opportunities to take this fights, and Acor, okay, that was maybe a little too overeager, but they get a kill, and Dexter finds a C4. Nothing, and I mean nothing, Vince, is going the way of Mad Lions. Borp now left alone in a 1 versus 4. 4 players over 10k. And yeah, Acor was blinded, but just times the shot to perfection.
Complete role reversal, and Rops going for the lower tunnels aggression. He's gonna have multiple players coming at him. It's headshots, 3 of them in a row, and he just shuts the round down in the blink of an eye.
And Frozen's already in upper tunnels, Vince. It's okay, Acor, okay. Straight into the next round. 10 in a row for MOUZ. And they're feeling confident, they're feeling comfortable. They're like, gonna screw these guys. We could just take the fight to them. He is peeling back towards A, maybe not. Still gonna be holding the angle to a CD spawn, and the B hit is gonna be coming on in. However, Frozen, he's gonna make contact, finds one. Rops behind the boxes, they know where he is. He's burning alive as well. It's a great take, but Dexter comes in and times him with 2 quick headshots, looking for the 3rd, gets the dink, but doesn't get the kill, and it's all on Sawsall in a 1 versus 2. 30 seconds, and he's going to try and leg it all the way for the A bomb site. He could get the bomb down, but still, 13 HP, Vince, it's not going to be easy.
It's gonna be impossible, Black. He's been knocked off his perch, and
just a rough start for them, considering it's a map pick. And 402k feeling adventurous. He's been spotted out and lucky to escape comparatively unscathed. He's gonna stick around though. It looks like he is. Jumping into pit. And TMB looking to make contact now. MOUZ know exactly where both the CTs are. It's gonna be Bemus poking and prodding, trying to get the fight. TMB with the wide swing, able to find none, but Sawsall replying back with 3 clean taps, 3 headshots in a span of 3 seconds. But Robs will find one
player. P250 in hand, has control over the bomb right now. Frozen taking a bit more damage, and there we have it. Woro finally shows us a little bit of what he's capable of, and Rops with a Glock at this range. Not ideal against the USB wielding CTs, and he has now been cartwheeled out of the round. HE lined up, going to be putting into the trajectory, into the path, and he takes tons of damage through the boxes. He could be charged down. Dexter takes the Glock headshot, and Rops put his deagle to use, but the bomb. The bomb spilled down in a horrible spot here for MOUZ.
Bad advantage though, Acor meanwhile burning alive, and someone retrieved the bomb. Acor, what a hero! He dropped down and he jumped up to toss the bomb to his teammates, and now it's a 3v2 bomb planted, and somehow it's spun around favoring MOUZ spots. JL with a jumping kill on the Frozen, looking for more, not able to land the final finishing blow. He will indeed go on to Bemus. What a retake, what a mad round. Bemus, he's got the bomb, but he's gonna be walking in. The shadow is going to be a dead giveaway, and Bemus comes crouching around the corner, and Sawsall 2 huge kills, and the bomb dropped at his feet, and that is indeed the right call. He's going to be tossing in the smoke.
But they're not out of this just yet, and keep in mind that Economy is still in an awkward position, but Barb's been having a quick look towards Catwalk, finds this man, but pushes in, and Acor takes him. Oh, that's the shot through the doors as well to JL, who nearly... Just some witchcraft, Blair. You know, sacrifice a bit of blood to get the opening pick, and it worked a charm. However, Sawsall, he's not uninitiated with that magic, but Frozen's going to douse him down. MOUZ keep their player advantage so early into the round as well. This is going to force some rotations.
Are they going to fall for it though? As Woro, he missed the opportunity. He spots on Rops. He's going to find him finally, but the hit is coming in towards B, and Barb is a rock, and that's the round done. They knew where Acor was, and Acor is going to be able to find TMB, decapitates him with 10 seconds, and the bomb on the other bomb side. That's round done. And I gotta say, I feel like MOUZ maybe just complicated things a little bit too much there.
But it feels like apart from that really dodgy Deagle round that nearly went awry for Mad Lions, they've actually been pretty solid. You can see that their money's starting to accrue nicely. Been looking fairly solid here. Woro 2K's also woken up. At one point, 6 or 7 frags. Last few rounds have been faring well for him. Rop's going to go for the quick peek with the scout. Tries to decapitate the player on A, which is TMB. Doesn't work out. Burrup, opportunistic, strikes in for 2. Bomb down. Rops has picked up 1 frag, but that's all he will get.
Dealt here with the combo off the Molotov and the nade, but it's not going to stop MOUZ. They're going to come charging on out as Frozen is going to lead the way.
Leading the way and hoping he can get some frags, but it's JL that sprays in for 2. And a 3rd as well. The bomb spills down. Mad Lions will have their first lead if everything goes according to plan this 2v5. since a 3-0 start. How the tables have turned. A-Core splattered by TMB, who comes alive into the round, and Rops, we said you'd want to have him last man standing, maybe not in 1v4s. Pretty much a done deal. Their economy back into the bin. And I've got to ask a question here, Blair, because I'm a bit perplexed of what I'm seeing on this T side. If MOUZ, when you look at their stats,
get you pre-fired by a decent sniper on the CD side, and that's a nice tap from TMB to open things up. Dexter, however, able to trade. Can he survive, though? Backup has arrived. And TMB, well, he had a rough start to the game, but he's managed to recover. And it's going to leave Rops once again in a 1v4. He finds one, finds two.
Rops absolutely can win these. He's got a good position for the post plant. He's trying to catch them. He knows two players are down here because of the trajectory of that grenade. Oh, he may have thought that it was Barb that tossed that one in and didn't realize JL is here as well. JL still has a flash, but he knows if he throws it up and over, his position's compromised. Rops round the corner, gets the clutch for the 1v4 in such an important moment in this game.
It required a 1v4 from Rops, from MOUZ Sports, to win their first round here on the T side, as TMB out in the open catches a jumping Frozen. Bemis, though, he replies back, Bemis rather, and it trades, well, it's going to go the way of Matt Lyons again.
Now, he does have a supporting castmate in A-Core, and to be fair, the B site is only actually covered by one player. Grenade is a parting gift, and now a secondary player comes in towards the site. That's going to be JL. Borup holds his line, though, on the site itself, and the clutch master is gone. A-Core will follow suit.
This is, I mean, you did call it early in the game. Oh, that's a nice opening from Bora. Catches Dexter to its suicide, and A-Core will fall as well. Same spot, two bodies, and again, this is a bit of an investment from MOUZ, although not a full-fledged force buy, and they are getting massacred, Vince. There's Rops left alone. Very, very dicey, can easily not go your way. But the fact that they've been able to hold on and be tenacious and grind it back in the CD side has been so very impressive. As Stoffel, he continues to be the lord of the double doors. 2 kills for him, looking for more, just baiting out a shot from A-Core. And once more, Frozen and A-Core left remaining. And Stoffel does get tagged through the door, but he will survive. And A-Core has a lot of work to do. Another wall bang, but it is a 1v5, and all he has got to work with is the AWP.
Yeah. Clothesline from behind as Borup had made the moves, the flank. He's getting aggressive. He's got the angle. He's going to keep going in. However, there is a player watching out. That's Rops with one. Very nearly picks up 2.
Starting to work with Saucel now. The Spanish Odor, as I like to call him, and he is living up to his name once more. Spots out a second player, but Dexter this time able to trade. Back to a 3 versus 3. Slightly in favor of the T's, however, consider how low JL is, but Borup with the push and the find onto Frozen. That's a great clear from Borup. I thought it was going to be dead to right. As TMB going to spot the cross sitting out in the open, the smoke deployed near Gandalf. He's going to try and use it as a bit of a one-way, and he is going to find A-Core, and that is going to be it. For MOUZ Sports, I feel and I hope that they do definitely have a plan in their hands, a plan up their sleeves here on the T side, as A-Core somehow finds the first and the second, looking for more, but he will be found out as Borup comes in from behind, and now a 2 versus 2, Frozen duking it out, leading JL in a 1 versus 2. Thus far, the 2 members of MOUZ on this excursion, they haven't made a single footstep. They're going to be slowly wrapping on in. Bemis making contact, and the A hit is going to be taking place as Frozen finds Saucel, and one by one, the defenders fall.
Yeah, that's the A defense has just been completely plucked, but Borup, as you said, should be good for 1 frag on that long flank. JL comes around the corner, 5-7 in hand, way too aggressive though, gives his back up for free, and Frozen will oblige. Molotov down, the timing nearly working against Borup, and now TMB has it all to do. 1 versus 1 against Frozen, 3 kills on Frozen, 2 for TMB, 8 seconds to play with, and TMB's bypassed that Molotov, runs straight in, looking for the frag, and takes it down onto Frozen.
But Frozen has found himself very deep in towards hell. However, they know exactly where he is, so Matt Lyons can play around this information. In the meantime, Warrior 2K will finally win that duel against A-Core.
Oh, this is where those weakened players that you just touched on start to get finished off. BMAS down at 10. JL, perfect timing. 1 bullet required. Easy. Bomb down. And JL being full HP can hold his position. Rops runs into the crosshair. This is a phenomenal start for Mad Lions. They lose the pistol, instantly snatch back with a force buy, and since then it's just been all them. And Dexter will not get any success. And Secret's been pushed down, but Burp is here with the AK. Gets winged though. Holds his ground, and Rops takes him down. MOUZ with one of their worst buys are potentially going to make it work.
That's insane from Rops. Well, JL does reply back, and Rops with a third finally will be put to the grave. The man is a lunatic, running in with the scout combat. These rifles drop down an Acor with the scout. Why the hell not? He is a scouter after all, and he lands a shot onto Warrior 2K down to 1 HP. Oh no, Warrior gotta get the hell out of there. And Acor finds him, and Warrior with a fluff utility, leaving Saucer left alone in a 1 versus 2 up in the air at 15 HP is what. Boy, that got too close for comfort. But what is this from Rops, Vince?
It's just a phenomenal fragging from Rops. Take nothing away, but he saw a couple of shaky moments there on the side of Mad Lions. And yes, also 50 seconds left on the timer, and Dexter's going to be getting a move on. He gets the Jets, the Afterburner's in, but it's straight into the arms of JL, who sprays in for 2. Can switch to a sidearm, but Acor is able to deal with him and fend him away. Not able to deal with the Spanish element of Mad Lions. And Warrior 2K, hey, the crate. Certainly hope that pause is giving them a chance to at least get a bit of clarity. And TMB is going to have to dust off the cobwebs as he sits on the bench for the next round. Frozen.
Wary of a flank coming in from Hell as well. Warrior 2K trying to be adventurous. Rops needs to be careful. And Warrior not quite able to wing Rops. MOUZ. 35 seconds, they need to go for a play. JL will be caught. Acor will find Sawsall as well. And that is going to be
some very nice slick work from Frozen in particular. It feels like, though, a lot of it was based off the timing of Frozen picking off the player.
Acor, though, is going to be happy. So the AWP retrieved, as you mentioned, by... Okay, Warrior, that's the way to start things off. Just aggression coming out from the CTs and Warrior 2K. Okay. That's a fast scope and a half. I'm running out of breath watching this guy play. And Rops, Vince, it's again Rops in a 1v4. It's like his 7th 1v4, I feel like, in his career.
Yeah, and it's not even him baiting. On that overpass game, where just like, why ain't nobody helping me? However, Rops has snuck himself into 1-on-2. The problem is the bomb's positioning. But I don't think this one's going to come down your way. I'll happily be proven wrong, though. No, JL takes him out of the equation. Yeah, and even if he doesn't get the kills, Warrior 2K is in a great position with the AWP. So one of the two of them is going to get it done, but Warrior actually shoots down the middle of them, and Sourceful doesn't make the most of it. So surprisingly, Mad Lions actually missing out on a chance. Now a huge grenade dunks onto Dexter, Frozen, and BMAS. And Dexter, not only is he dropped, that's the bomb that goes with him. Frozen's trying to rummage around the back of Decon, see if he can pick off a player out in the open. And instead, it's him that's put to the sword. And it's TMB that puts it back in the holder. It just doesn't look tenable here for MOUZ. It looks like this is going to be 10 rounds.
Unless... Okay, Acor suddenly coming alive. The 2v4 down to 2 versus 2. They got the bombs. They can get it down. There's no one on the lower bomb side. 8 seconds on the clock. They need to punch in the numbers, and indeed they will. Acor going for the safe plant behind the silo. TMB and Nate is going to be lobbed in, and Acor is still going to stay alive. And now, a real chance for them to clutch this one out. Burp finds Acor, but Bemis, his position unknown. They have no idea where he is. He knows where Burp is, but the pre-fire gives his position away, and Burp's just going to toy with him while TMB sneaks in from... He's not going to be making contact. He's going to be falling on back. In the meantime, the rest of MOUZ posturing towards ramp as Woro will find Dexter's head. Dexter yet to frag.
0-13. Not sure what his ADR is, but I don't think that's factoring too much better. JL, and it's the team flash. It's just an absolute disaster from top to bottom. A complete and utter.
I'm just shutting it down. But still, at one point, you got to ask yourself, MOUZ got to do something, and this is something. Frozen opening it up, but Borup quick double. He's down to 33 HP. That's going to be swapping over to the AK-47. The remaining members of MOUZ, unfortunately, cannot cross on over. They only have the one flashbang to work with, and great utility from Mad Lions to funnel them back towards Rampant. JL caught out of position, but he will land all his bullets. 3K to catch him off guard. They've managed to somehow sneak their way in. MOUZ, though, not able to spot anyone out, and JL finds MOUZ on the lurk, and Frozen at least able to reply back to Borup. So it was
this is such a massive position. He should get the drop on Robs. Oh, Robs spun around the timing for Sorsol. He still lands the headshot, and JL can finish off what Sorsol started at least, and they're still in with a chance, still in with a glimmer. But unfortunately, TMB can't really help his teammate out. Flash in, affords him safe passage through. Oh, but he gets thwarted by A-Core. JL still in with a chance. Down at 26 HP. Frozen and Dexter stand against him. And that grenade actually chips him away that little bit more. Now the smoke is going to clear, but the position for Frozen is so very strong. Low ammunition. Needs to replenish that magazine. Decides to go for the sidearm.
He gets a kill.
Dexter will get his...
And that's an early kill found by the Lions. A-Core trying to spot a player above the smoke, which he will. It's convenient information to Dexter. That's a nice tap from Dexter. Oh, the second as well. 2 bullets, 2 headshots, and Dexter has finally come alive.
It's all right, Blaze. Just giving Mad Lions a head start. Okay, this is where he catches up. Exactly. He's like, listen, I feel sorry for you boys. Now let me just close this one out. Looking for a third frag. Did actually, I think, just dink TMB, but it was partially through the wall. So he still has a head to speak of. Dexter staying alive. Ooh. Big frag onto TMB, and they lock it down. Only 1 casualty.
This is tasty. This could potentially pan out. The only 2 defenders in the lower bomb side. Bim is going to be making contact, finds TMB, and now the rotation's already taken place. They come charging out. That's the bomb dropped, and Sorsol coming in from hell, able to find one and the second, but 8 seconds on the clock. Don't really fancy his chances, and I don't think he does either. He's going to be holding on to the M for a 1, but MOUZ finds him with the wall bang from range. Making quite a bit of noise as well, but MOUZ drops TMB. Now, that's the bomb. However, it is not in control with the CTs. And look at the CTs. Immediately reacting by placing a couple of players outside A-Core with that A1. Good. Try and snipe a few players down. Borup, nice movement, but straight to his death. But JL does find Dexter, so they are dealing a bit of damage. And A-Core, so fortunate that Rops is watching from the heavens position, his guardian angel, leaving Moro 2K in a pretty unenviable task of bringing back
some executes to make you salivate as a CS fan. And they're reaping the rewards. There's that flank you were discussing. You said it could be the round-winning moment. It's gone for a 1-for-1 trade, but it's drawn away some of the CT's focus, and it's allowed Mad Lions to get the plant down on the B site.
Rops. He's waiting his time. Dexter, if he gets his kill, this retakes very doable, but Borup just immediately clotheslines him. Now, man advantage back to Mad Lions. Even in a 3v3 with the bomb down, it was still going to be advantageous for them, and they are aware. JL is so very aware when they're going to be coming in from the barrel. The dead giveaway is going to go for the prolonged spray, finds both of them. 14-6 from Mad Lions. The money, each and every one of the players staring down the barrel of... Oh, what a shot from Borup. But just to finish my thought, Vince, what do they do now? Like, they have to...
I mean, he's the man for the job. He's the guy you want in this position right now.
They could be walking to the trap, though, Vince. Trap. Borup finds Dexter. Dexter was holding such a cheeky angle, but I love the protocol from Mad Lions. When they strike together in unison, and A-Core's left. You got a Zeus. Could find one. But this is going to require a miracle. Borup gonna get the bomb planted on the wrong side as well, and A-Core haven't spotted him out. He gets the kill on the Borup, but that's all he'll find. 15-6 map and match point for Mad Lions. Couple of guys. Shout out to you boys. And now I know. Spanish Orc doing great job. Oh, insta snap into the head of JL. So this should be the round for MOUZ. Dexter, he's trapped inside a decon, but all he has to do is not face, stay alive.
Any frags at this point, though, would be massive. Gargantuan for Mad Lions. They've got a post plant. And Sorsol found himself one. Or 2Ks helped him out. Do not peek one by one, MOUZ. You're running into the gauntlet, and they so nearly line up for War 2K's no-scope as well. Yes, it's going to be the round to MOUZ.
Seen it in the past. It's been done before many a time in the history of Counter-Strike. Not impossible, but looking improbable as they lose Acor early in. And you said it yourself, Vince. These entries from Borup have been just unplayable. And for a moment, I thought he knew where Frozen was. Frozen playing a dangerous game, able to find one. Can he be traded, though? Waro was aware, and Frozen caught with a nade in his hands, and he will be found out, and Waro's going to come charging in towards the upper bomb side. A 2v4 for MOUZ to try and battle their way back and keep the dreams and hopes alive.
Dexter and Rops stand between Mad Lions and the playoffs. Rops, big frag from above. So we both learned something today.
Yep.
Soul with the bomb. Still has a lot to do if he wants to clutch this one out. He's made a lot of noise. Dexter's going to peek him and nullifies him. MOUZ live to fight another day.
For Rops getting the 1v4 earlier, does too. It's not sustainable. Can they do it more is the question. Frozen out in the open. He's going to get mowed down, and indeed he will. That's another rifle retrieved for Mad Lions as they come charging on in. Waro with a kill of his own. And suddenly, Vince, it's looking scary. Not like this.
Well, Dexter at least is going to put the bullet down range quite literally through the vents. Acor's in a great position. May not anticipate he's about to get swept in. Oh, TMB doesn't check his angles, but Borup does. Doing his due diligence. Facilitating a 2-on-3. Dexter in a good position to thwart this push. Not sure as to where the second player is, and now Borup shows his hand. Yet another hugely impactful frag from the Dane. And Rops in a familiar position to try and clutch out a 1 and 2. He just caught a glimpse of Borup, but I believe Borup saw the Estonian. And in doing so, Rop's position now is so very difficult to clutch from. It's going to take him so much time just to get up there in heaven if he wanted to go outside. So he's just going to play. Screw it. Roll the dice. See what happens. It could very well end up being Snake Eyes. It's a really awkward fight, but it's going to go the way of Mad Lions. They 2-0 and book their spot in the playoffs.